as on date. By 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, agenda by 1 week. Released after 4. Until to continue.
Obliged.
Well, this is that matter where they've filed an affidavit with it said they'll take all of us in the state of Uttar Pradesh. We filed an affidavit yesterday, which Millets, we have some things to say on that. Millets, we've just got a copy yesterday. That's one. Number two, going for the tenor of the affidavit, I feel we have to argue the matter, Millets. But we can put our response to that affidavit and then argue the matter.
No, we need to respond to that affidavit.
We need to figure out who is on this side and who is on that side. And then
When so many
My lord, we had commenced our submissions, if my lord may recall. We had commenced our submissions, then you
this is
instead
a
of
different combination, Dr. Singh. You will have to start again.
So that we have to.
You have to start again.
We will start
But
again.
Justice Nagu does not know anything about the
Yes,
matter.
my lord.
No,
Of course.
100%.
The latest affidavit, if Lordships goes through the latest affidavit, some astounding statements have been made.
5,000 Millets who refused to take service.
They are again included.
They are now again
Again
given
included.
4,900 odd. They never joined Millets.
Please have it, Lordships.
We have to respond.
If Lordships have an affidavit, Lordships. We need to respond.
Very well. State of Uttar Pradesh has filed the affidavit.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Pursuant to Lordships' directions.
Who is
My
representing
lords.
Madam?
I beg to appear, my lords.
Achha. So, Mr. Gupta, Mr. Goswami, Mr. Dave, all of you want to file.
Yes, we need to.
You also want
We need-
an affidavit?
You also want.
Yes, my lord.
Shows it's uniformly unfair, Millets.
We are not going to be disturbed by this affidavit and we don't have any concerns.
It's just the,
We are in
May I just suggest one thing, Lord? Just as Lordship have done in 72,000 vacancy, Lord, Lordship have asked them to prepare category because there are various categories here also. So Lordship may ask any of the AORs to prepare a category so that Lordship may hear it.
Lord, your lordships will have to hear the main issue is whether, my lord, a reserved category candidate, after availing relaxation, my lord, TET and that ATRE, and then can migrate, my lords, into the general category.
best not
And that
on
is,
merit.
my lord,
That
against
is
the
squarely
spirit of
answered
judgment
by
the lordships
judge.
have laid down.
Anyway, we have to.
In fact, if Lordships recall, I had indicated that there were sufficient vacancies, and therefore Lordships had told the state that since there are 128,000 vacancies and there are hardly 10,000, if you can accommodate them, and that is when this exercise started. And that is that.
Anyway, if we have to hear it on merits, why call for responses to the affidavit? Let us leave the affidavit aside.
My lord is right. Just that we have to put on
Affidavit
record.
aside, let us decide on it.
One aspect of the affidavit.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, we will not allow any party to rely on an affidavit. This is the judgment of the High Court.
Correct, my lord.
We'll decide whether it's correct or not. Let us not go and do it. Why, prolong the agony of
not
these
people
people?
we were not made party in the High Court.
Lordships will have to hear it, so let's forget about the affidavit and yes.
I agree.
How long will you take?
My lord, I'll take.
My lord, we were not made party in the High Court while this matter, this appeal was decided.
No.
Because in reservation also
Let's-
there are other.
In one sentence, issue is whether a meritorious reserve category candidate who takes the benefit at a qualifying stage and not in the final termination of merit is to be considered in a general category or reserve category. That's the only issue.
And there is an well,
And Millets,
I would not put
and
it
let's-
as it's.
and this is answered by 4 judges.
Justice Bagchi, very recently.
Yes, Millets.
Point.
Where he said you have to go by the rules. And this very rule, Millets, has been considered by this honorable court and an interpretation which in my respectful submission.
That, my lord, we had commissioned.
Who is saying that we will not hear you, Dr. Singh?
We're not closing.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out this side, how much time will it take? The other side,
Check, my lord, at least two to.
May I suggest, Millets, give us 10 minutes first and then maybe 2 hours may not be required. 5 minutes, Millets, I'll show 2 judgments, Millets.
There's no.
My lord, which have to be
there
addressed.
is some need of filing a reply of this
Let
affidavit.
us put in our written submissions, and then it will be quicker.
Very well.
We can put in our written submissions, all of us, and then we can.
Submission, this much.
We can then touch upon and then that will be quicker.
how many of you would argue really? 10 of you?
I will, Millets, I will answer.
10?
We'll argue. We'll argue.
2 pages each.
Very well.
Look, we've already done that.
20 pages.
In fact,
That's
Lord,
the
written-
best way.
Please,
a
Lord,
combined written
Give
submission
it
is
to us
already
by
being
next
filed.
week. We'll keep it 2 weeks hence.
Got
Okay.
it.
a combined written submission has already been filed. Nodal councils were appointed on both sides, my lord, about a year ago, and combined written submissions on both sides have already been filed, which have been taken from respective parties, and a compilation is already filed.
That is a different, of course, Lordship may hear it separately.
Madam, we'll hear you. If we require a different judgment to be delivered for your case. So by next Tuesday, please hand over your written submissions.
Mulad, if I may, Mulad, written
Five from
submissions
this
on
side,
both
five
sides.
from this side,
Very well,
into two, not more than 20 pages.
Very-
Then we fix it.
Mulad, if I may, written
Huh?
submissions have already been filed on
That's
both
right.
sides.
Yes. And
Yes.
even those,
One or two here for they are.
They have
Even
filed
those
by
20
earlier,
pages have a
Mr.
lot of
Council,
overlap.
now after filing
Don't
a
make it
affidavit
without
by
any
the
spacing
state
and,
government, the situation has
font
changed.
size eight.
Yes.
It is need to file a written submissions.
6 man on both sides.
My lord, what will happen is after your lordship's order, there will be 6 more on this side and 6 more on that side. That's the problem. So,
Why 6 more on that side?
because my lord, there are a total of 47 matters here.
Ah.
Today we are only 5 of us here and 5 the rest have not bothered to turn up. But my lord, when your lordship fixes
We
the
are
date-
not going to allow.
Yes.
Matter is on the list.
So
Let
let
the come and
let the hammer fall today. Here.
5 this side, 5 on this side.
That's right.
Next Tuesday.
And just one request, Lordships may consider.
Lord, who will
The
be the
rest-
is also an issue, my lord.
Huh?
And more than 5
That
on this
is
side.
for you to decide.
Last
That
response.
is for you to decide. Mr. Kamath, you remember that other matter, West Bengal matter?
Yes, that your
He
lordship
said,
has given us 10.
give us 15 glaring cases.
Yes, my lord. So
You
15
could
your
not
lordship
make
has
even
given us-
15.
Yes, my lord.
Lordships may consider
But
one
then
thing.
15
Tuesday
of-
week,
at least 15.
Tuesday week.
10 of us, my lord, it will not be.
No, we just want the written submissions
By
to be
Tuesday,
signed.
and then there.
Thereafter we fix it.
Very well, obliged.
Oblige, man.
We will look into it whether you have honored our request or not.
What I would suggest, if your lordship will permit,
Achha, there are private parties on either side.
That is what I was trying to
And the
indicate.
Mr. Gold here for the government. So
Yes, Manoj.
5 plus 1.
Great for you.
What I was,
I would, if your lordship permits, Malad, because it is our case that it's squarely covered by 4 judgments. So in my submission, I'll annex those judgments separately and just highlight the relevant paras. So it's not, your lordship does not have to go back to a book.
Right. Judgments you can annex.
Yes.
don't entertain. Lordships,
Let the parties who are on record advance their submissions, thereafter we'll consider.
yes, Lordships.
They were the petition, because the part, they were those.
So our judgment in that Rajasthan High Court have anything to do with this?
Malad, there are more direct judgments, let me say that. Your lordship is right, Malad. Yes, that is also on MRC, etc. Malad. I had assisted your lordship on the other side in that. But Malad, there are more direct judgments specifically interpreting the same rule.
Because there were parties who were writ petitioners in the High Court who have not been made parties here. We were the writ petitioners there who have not been made parties. So we are directly affected. So we have to be allowed, Manoj, with respect to address your lordship. It can't be that we are the writ petitioners and not made parties here. Lordship, please.
But at this point of time, let the interveners not file a submission.
Okay. Next Tuesday, only to get your written submissions.
Right.
Looking at the written submissions, we'll fix another.
Very well.
Mulad, if I may.
Malaj, may I have the liberty to just, Malaj, make one submission, Malaj?
Sir, we have said, let us first hear the parties on record.
Very well.
Thereafter, we'll hear the
Very
interview.
well.
Malaj, may I have the liberty to make one submission, Malaj?
Who is submitting from which side? We don't.
My lords, may I have, my
Okay,
lords?
Madam, from.
My lords, for the state, my lords, if your lordships will permit, my colleagues have, my lords, rejected the affidavit otherwise that we have placed. But if your lordships will see the affidavit, we have actually put a list of almost 9,500 people who can be accommodated after seeking some directions from your lordships. So my lords may keep, my lords, because we have made a submission, we have put the difficulties that we have because of other judgments. But the lists are there, my lords, and the list will accommodate almost 9,500 people.
My lord, on last occasion, my lord, may I make a submission, my lord? On last occasion, my lord have said that those who are in the service, they are not going to be disturbed. And if a state is willing to accommodate all those persons who might have come into the list, if the list were redrawn, the number is, a state is assuring that we are going to, then for what purpose this exercise is going to be done, my lord?
So, my lords, the
My lord,
last order your
one thing
lordships
is
had.
more. One thing is more. When the state is only publicized the 9,000, the state must be published those lists who has already been appointed. There is a one click. They have been.
more less meritorious have been accommodated. So then the problem is solved. We can all go home smiling. That could be
Already been appointed.
The main problem is
Everything
No,
will be
the
clear.
state is willing to accommodate those persons who are already, who would have been in the list if the list is redrawn.
So,
State
my
is
lords,
willing to accommodate
let
them.
me make
Then
this
what
clear,
is
my
the
lords.
purpose for
My lords, your lordships
making this
recorded in
submission
the.
and
Names are not there in the list.
एक बार वो affidavit दिखाना. Can we
If your
have-
lordships will have that, my lords, and kindly have the last order. Our, my lords, our submission to your lordships were that whoever comes in the redrawn list, if your lordships will have the
4,000
last
people
order
in this
and then the
redrawn list
affidavit.
are people who didn't join and have been put back in this
My
list.
lords, we have put the entire facts
How
before your
can such an
lordships.
affidavit be- Please kindly have a look at that paragraph, lordships.
My lords, these are separate categories. If your lordships will have, permit me to place.
The affidavit is not very clear.
My lords, if your lordships, if my colleagues
You are
can
10
permit
minutes
me to
time.
place it.
It's spread over 9 paragraphs. We'll take only 3 minutes.
Very much.
No, they are saying they're repeating the same list as difference.
Are being considered here?
No,
We
no,
don't
no.
Oh, that
You
paragraph,
just now made this
paragraph,
submission.
Yeah,
Paragraph-
4,009 minutes, page
page
3.
3, paragraph 3B. Paragraph 3B.
My lords, we could not have ousted these on our own, my lords. We have
Paragraph 3B.
presented. complete factual
B
basis
at
before
page
your lordships.
4946 candidates were included in the previous merit list but did not assume charge. However, these candidates are now included in the new read
What is
round.
the purpose of it?
So, my lords, my respectful submission is we could not have ousted them on our own, my lords. We have presented the entire factual basis before your lordships. The list is redrawn in terms of the merit. If your lordships direct now the entire
But
factual.
madam, is it a fact that you offered appointment to them, but they did not accept?
Yes, it
They
says so.
voluntarily
They were
left.
included in the previous merit list, but did not assume charge at that time. We have disclosed the complete facts, but in
If they
terms
are
of merit,
excluded and they cannot take charge, if they are
They-
excluded,
yes.
when is the question of taking charge?
Yes.
No, Malats, they were included in the merit list and they did not assume charge.
They were included in the merit list. They were issued offers.
Yes,
They
Malats.
did not accept.
That's right, Malats.
After the first counseling, these are the candidates who were offered
Exact
appointment
factual.
after the
So let
first
us be
counseling.
clear on this.
Yes,
There
ma'am.
is some
Naturally not
confusion
So,
about
Malats-
this 4946, you can clarify upon taking instructions. If somebody has been offered appointment, he
Yes,
doesn't
ma'am.
join by the stipulated date. Why
Yes.
should you consider him again?
So, Malats, if your lordship so direct, it can be removed. But on merit, they are high, so we had to present it before your lordships, Malats.
But on first round counseling and second round counseling, they not accepted their appointment.
My lord, the only affected persons are these 3,324.
And further, the state is not in position. In further, the state is not in position. How can they will adopt the case of
Only affected candidates
delivered
are
by this honorable court is Devesh
1,207.
Sharma.
They don't go to the High
The
Court.
Devesh
they
Sharma,
don't
the case of Devesh
And out of
Sharma,
8,200, 5,000 are these.
those persons who having the B.Ed qualifications have already been appointed, and those persons who have not been.
And an undertaking was given to the High Court that it will be done. The state has filed an application for compliance. And after that,
Well, this 5,000 has created an entire problem, my lord. If they remove 5,000, there will be no problem, my lord. The matter can be solved. Everybody can go smiling, my lord.
Two category,
And
1,207
lordships,
plus 1,240 by the High Court's order.
5 of the SLP paper book, vacancies are more than 2 lakhs. I'm still reiterating it. Vacancies are more than their own document at page 745. SLP document page 745. State of UP's own document. Vacancies are more than 2 lakhs. They're still not willing to accommodate us. We are all meritorious. We have all passed the exams. All that.
Hey, will you file your written notes, please?
Yes.
Let us apply your mind.
My lords, even on B.Ed and BTC, my lords, because there is a judgment of your lordships court, my lords, we can't include it, my lords. It will need directions from your lordships. But my lords,
Tuesday next, once again. We have indicated that written submissions, 5 in number from either side, as well as written submission on behalf of the state of Uttar Pradesh may be filed by Monday next. On looking into the written notes of submissions, we propose to fix a date of hearing.
A compiled written submission has already been filed about a year ago. There were nodal councils appointed from both sides.
Parties before the High Court, not before.
The interveners will be heard after the parties on record have advanced their submissions. We'll hear. It's for our
Sir,
consumption,
sir,
sir.
it's not required, my lord.
They,
It's not
again,
written
exchanging
submission.
submissions will create problems. You have your own case, you set out.
The
They
party.
have their own case, let them set it out, we'll consider.
We'll do that.
Grateful.
Very grateful, Lordships. Very grateful.
grateful, my lords.
Because there are two Well, as in item 14, I am requesting for a short pause.